Okay, I got a mic. I'm gonna I don't know what it sounds like. But anyways, today I was thinking about going for a walk and talking, um, showing flowers and stuff like that. I don't know what kind of flower that is right offhand. But it's so pretty out. Um oh, it's kind of weird me walking around with a microphone, huh? Anyway, I'm gonna put it on my oh, I forgot my clip. That's okay. All right, so honestly, what I wanted to talk about was so I'm just gonna be honest with whoever watches this. I've been on a spiritual journey, I guess you could say. Like, I've always been a spiritual person, but a few months ago it just kind of took off. Um, and I some tarot card reading videos showed up on my YouTube algorithm, and there were saying things like, you know, uh, justice and show up and do it and be vulnerable and speak your truth and all that kind of gave me the idea to even start this channel. I know what's true and what's in my heart, and I do want to make positive changes, but lately I got to feeling like, man, what can I even do? You know what I mean? um just feeling really down about it. And like, is it even healthy for me to be thinking about this stuff and trying to get other people on the bandwagon for change? So I guess I just kind of took a break from making videos for that reason. uh but I'm still gonna keep trying. And I'll tell you what, like, some people think that, the only thing necessary for change is the inner change. And I agree that that comes first. Um, I got no problem with that. But then I feel, uh, something else that comes after that. Like, I have a desire to take what I've learned and what I know, and, um, and help other people, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize that the system, the people in charge, they can quite literally get away with whatever they want. Like, let's say we're not out there breaking laws or doing things that we can get in trouble for. If the atmosphere and timing is just right, trust me, it's happened to me. I should not have gotten in trouble for things. Other people should get in trouble for things. And I'm not even, it's not that I forgive and I've let go of everything. But the thing is, it's going to keep happening. Um, and I'm just trying to figure out the best way to explain it. Look at that goose. Uh, I think a lot of people don't think that. Please don't chase me. Huh? Hey, buddy. um, I think a lot of people don't realize that some of the shoot, I done forgot what I was talking about. This is something I'm going to be working on, is talking better and stuff like that, like getting on here and trying to express the words that are in my head. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to talk about, how far I've come. um Maybe you can tell, but maybe you can't tell this about me. Oh, don't chase me, buddy. um when I was fortunate enough to be accepted into a program, and it was basically my full-time job to to go to group therapies and like beyond trauma classes, and it was literally, it was a full-time job. It was inpatient for me, um, and it was amazing. I got to bring my kids. We got our own apartment. We got a free apartment just to ourselves, just to be in this program. But I was really fortunate. But what I was going to say is, when I first got there, I couldn't really talk. Like, that's how much the system has what had traumatized me. I couldn't look people in the eye. When I tried to talk, I had some stuttering, and my heart would race so bad. And for months, I couldn't, I just couldn't talk. Like, it was bad. And sometimes I still kind of stutter. Another thing I noticed, like, they taught me, they, the people I worked with, the counselors were trauma experts and stuff like that. And by the time I did have the ability to talk, it's not that I didn't have the ability, it's just for some reason, I couldn't. Um, I had this problem of repeating myself, and it's crazy. There's some things that trauma does to people, and they don't even realize it's because of that. So, um, and that's brought up in the groups and classes. It's like, uh, I could be I at the time I was taught that the repeating came from trying to trying to tell people what's going on with me, and they either don't care. It's like I didn't feel heard in society, and with through the system. And so me repeating myself was a way I thought I would get heard. There's all kinds of stuff I learned in those trauma classes. And um yeah, I mean, I can tell you guys more stuff about that too. And um when I have these ideas for these videos, they always sound so much better in my head. Also too, like, feeling comfortable on camera and stuff like that. Like, that's something I want to work on. But yeah, uh as of now, um you know, the system, if they mistreat you in these horrible ways. I'm not saying it's right to mistreat anybody any old way, but um, if you feel like your cases have been neglected, or there's been some kind of injustice, like you got in trouble for something you shouldn't have, the way it's built is you're going to have to go through that exact same system to file a complaint. And some of these things that these people do and have gotten away with, you are just like, not like, for me, I wasn't gonna go through them. Like, I didn't trust them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like thinking, wow, you guys just let this happen to me. And on top of that, lied to me that I can get in trouble for defending myself just because, for whatever reason, you're being neglectful and uh not doing your job right. And then other things too, like, I was I'll tell you another time I got in trouble. I already told you about going to jail for saying a cuss word. Another time I got kicked out. I was not a bad student, wasn't a troublemaker. I got kicked out of 8th grade for drawing a comic strip. People people can't believe the things I have to tell them. And I'm not kidding when I'm saying my entire life they have been letting people get away with treating me however they want, whether it's through the school system or court system, the justice system. People who know my full story literally are like, now I see why this is so important to you. And I got to thinking, man, there ain't no way I came to Earth to experience all of that just to not do anything in the end. You know what I mean? Um, and it gosh, I could just go on and on about it, to be honest with you, but I think I'll end it here. Gosh, what a beautiful day. And then uh yeah, cuz I don't want it to be too long, but yeah, I'm going to learn how to like express my words better, more. I think I do okay. But yeah, this is how far I've come. I used to not even be able to talk. So, I mean, yeah, I could talk to, my family. Um and I could, but anything else, it was anybody I didn't know, like live with or was a family member or something like that. I couldn't look people in the eyes or talk to them. So, but yeah, I'm still growing, still healing, and um so yeah. Oh, I also want to tell you guys about my idea, cuz I don't think it shouldn't be our responsibility to hire a lawyer when they're neglectful or have or misuse their a power, abuse their power. You know what I mean? Um, as of right now, we have to go through them to file a complaint, and by that time, you're like you don't even trust them. You know what I mean? And it's like, God, am I going to make this harder on myself when? And that's just the way it's set up. Or you have to go out of your way and hire a lawyer because they didn't do their job right. These are the things I want to put an end to. I think we should have a way to. Do you know how many cases there are out there where people haven't done anything, and these things just keep happening to thousands, hundreds of thousands of us, and nothing's being done about it just because of the way it's set up? That it's like it's set up for you to have to like I said, go through them or have the money to hire a lawyer when they're paid by our tax dollars. They ought to be doing their job right. Um, so yeah. Oh, also another thing I want to say is I um this is not going to be the only thing I want to talk about or do on this channel. I want to do other things too. I like all kinds of stuff. Um, it's just like I said, still working on getting it out of my brain and into the ether. There's a lot going on in my head all the time. So, anyways, all right. All right. So, I guess I'll end it there. Bye. Have a good day.